Hello guys, it's Adam once again, and I said well actually not long ago actually that I was going to do a Ultimate Warrior video, and yeah, I mean I want to talk about come on fucking hair. I want to talk about the legendary Ultimate Warrior. I mean the first time uh, I ever saw Warrior was back. I think it was 1992, um, when he got bit by Jake the Snake in a casket. That's the first time I was introduced to the Ultimate Warrior. I wasn't introduced to him before that. I'm honest. Um, but I was hooked. I was hooked on the Ultimate Warrior straight away. I think a lot of my listeners will know that I'm not a big Hulk Hogan fan. Everyone knows that I'm into guys that work their ass off to make the crowd go fucking crazy and do good matches. Um, and all through the years, a lot of critics have said the Ultimate Warrior couldn't wrestle. And I'm not talking about the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD. I saw that a long time ago. I always said this before that piece of shit was ever made. The guy was a great worker. Some of his matches were very short, but the ones that he had, yeah, I'm gonna say them because everyone knows this now, and WWE recognizes this now. The ones against the legendary Ravishing Rick Rude, 100% the two classics with Macho Man Randy Savage, one at WrestleMania 7 and the one at SummerSlam in London, England, at Wembley Stadium, which I was fortunate to be there. The biggest crowd of all time were there, bigger than any WrestleMania, bigger than any of them. WWE never say that, but it's seriously the truth. That is the biggest audience that we've ever had in history. Is the one at SummerSlam in London, England. Not WrestleMania, and WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, all the way through. SummerSlam was in England, and I was there. But I'm going forward a little bit. But there is no one, not Hulk Hogan, not The Rock, not Austin, not Bret Hart, not Shawn Michaels, not Triple H. No one had got a bigger pop than when the Ultimate Warrior ran down that motherfucking aisle, on fire, doing the rope thing. No one got a bigger pop than that. No one, and no one ever will. Not John fucking Cena, nobody. And that's a testament to his intensity, into his just greatness, just aura of him. The guy was a great worker. And I want a lot of people to recognize that as well. When you see his videos on the WWE Network, look at his work. The guy, maybe he did injure a few people, but hey, it's not ballet, you know? So we all know the story. We've seen the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. If you have a copy of that, I'd probably burn it because it's false. Vince McMahon. My verdict on that DVD was that a lot of people were jealous of the Ultimate Warrior because he wasn't a guy that came back to wrestling and relied on a paycheck from anybody. I mean, wrestling oriented. He never came back. He was a recluse. He was a family man. He didn't rely on wrestling to keep him relevant. And I think a lot of wrestlers hated that. And that's one of the reasons why I think that DVD was created. Now, the Ultimate Warrior took that character very serious. Now, we all know that he did that because he wanted to make that character relevant in his own real life, which was never a bad thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having dreams. There's nothing wrong with making goals for yourself and succeeding them. Nothing wrong with that at all. And I respect him for that. I used to watch his videos on YouTube, watch his workout videos. The guy was intense, and sometimes the guy did rant and rave about things, but to me, I think the guy was a genius in some aspects. and a very intelligent man. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, he hated gay people, and that's wrong, of course. I don't hate gay people. Some of my closest friends are gay, you know. But everyone has their opinion, and we shouldn't give a witch hunt for that. This is opinion. If you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. But apart from that, I thought the guy, and I'm not saying that's wrong or right, it's his, it's his opinion. So when it was announced there was some Warrior, I mean, the first time I saw the Warrior come back was on the WWE 2K14 advert, which was a stroke of genius on Triple H's part and the company to have him. Because you gotta look back at that video. It's fantastic. It really, really is great. To advertise a computer game. I mean, the game sucked. I bought it. I'm a sucker for WWE games. I bought the fucker again, but it was gonna be different. And after about 1 month of playing it, I just don't fucking play it anymore. But yeah. And then you got announced it was going to be in the Hall of Fame, because when they announced Jake the Snake Roberts, I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then when they said the Warrior, I was like a kid in a candy store. I was so fucking excited to know this guy was going to be finally, apologised to in some way and put into the Hall of Fame. So it was all about the speech, and I think the Warrior's speech at the Hall of Fame, WrestleMania was probably the best speech of all time. I know there's going to be people that say it wasn't. Some people can say it's Brett's, but for me, it was fantastic. He could have done so much that night. He could have roasted a lot of people sat in that fucking crowd. Ted DiBiase for one. There were so many people that slagged him off. He could have gone on a right rant, but he didn't. Stay professional. It just shows you what a guy is. And I'm just so happy that he built them bridges with Vince, with Triple H, with everybody. And it was a dream for him. And I think he was so happy, that he was there. And, seeing Scott Hall and, people that said bad things about him, like Kevin Nash, and they were hugging each other. And it was like water under the bridge. He must have been so happy. And that's comforting to know that. And then, as we know, he did that infamous now segment on Raw. I'm not going to repeat it because it's kind of, did the guy see his own vision of dying or whatever? I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know that. I think it was blood pressure related heart attack. I don't think it had nothing to do with steroids. Nothing to do with steroids. I know there's a woman that's been on this fucking so-called fucking bitch who's been saying about steroids. She said that, and she even mentioned Owen Hart. Owen Hart died in a freak fucking accident. That bitch fucked a Sheena. I think the show, Dom Doss Page is on the show as well. But I'm going off topic, but then the guy died, I think, of a heart attack. And I just want to say that, he's one of them guys that's in there now. He's up there, for me, he's up there with Eddie Guerrero, he's up there with Savage. He's one of the legends of all time. In my view, he was bigger than Hogan at one point. So I want to say rest in peace to the Warrior, and fans will never forget you, the ones that grew up watching you, and just got goosebumps down your body when you used to come into the ring. And I just want to say that. And I want to say, to his family, it's hard, and you've got to be strong. So anyway, thanks for listening, guys, and I'll try and I'll get my Raw review up very, very soon. So as always,